Perfect. Roses und Omni. Divine. Divine. Perfect X. What the fuck? Monogas one here today. Fairly short video, but I'm very low on time because I'm doing a lot of knife shifts currently, and so I don't have a lot of stream time and even less time for YouTube. But let's take a quick look. We are fairly busy with crafting a mirror tier scepter. We do have the fractured base, and we did hit the tier 1, and I annulled off a couple of mods already, but check out my shorts for that. There I did explain what we're doing there exactly. But let's take a look at the character exactly, because I did change some stuff around, and I want to showcase just a small variation or some small changes I did, which are a lot better than before. So let's take a look at the gems quickly. What I did change mostly was for my Despair setup. I'm now running Doedres Undoing, of course, Magnified Area, Spell Cascade, Tool Stillness, and Ritualistic Curse. These feel very good, especially Magnifying Field and Ritualistic Curse. However, you might need a lot of damage for this to feel good. I'm having tons of damage, so it's difficult to assess how it feels with lower end variation of the build. And then I'm running Tool Stillness, so that we don't really need the Decaying Hex with Karak Freeze anymore. It's kind of relevant. I'm not really using the setup at all anymore. And if you have a higher end version of the character, Tool Stillness, Ritualistic Curse, and Magnified Area feels extremely good, because the area is just so huge that you basically one-shot 2 screens worth of enemies, so it's extremely good clear with this setup. Then the second thing I changed around in the gear setups was with the, where is it, the Brutus Brain. We previously had Brutus Brain in the Skeletal Clerics, but I did change it. I did put Brutus Brain now into the Soul Offering and Tekrod's Revenge into the Clerics, which means that when these are reduced to 0 HP, they live on for 10 seconds, which works very, very well. Also, one other change is I did disable all my other Bird Reservation auras, aside from Cast on Crit, to fit in a 3rd Cleric. This is pretty huge, because now I can use Soul Offering and spam my skills on bosses and stuff. And when the Soul Offering disappears, we still have 1 skeleton, which we can use the Soul Offering on. And it does also mean that our respawn timer of the skeletons starts with the first skeleton dying, which means that now we have a way, way better uptime on the Soul Offering. So if you can fit it in, use 3 of the Skeletal Clerics. Another thing this setup is doing pretty well is allowing us to path away from Utmost Offering. So I changed the pathing from here to fit in Sudden Escalation, and overall change my pathing around a bit. Now we still are running up here for Impending Doom, but maybe I'll change that in the future. I'm not sure yet. There still is a lot of stuff we can do with the character, but this was one change that did feel very good. We also did put a couple more points into Energy Shield, as you see up here, and I might put more here when I get more levels. We currently are level 96 and still leveling fairly well, but I'm dying here and there because we are running extremely juiced content and not really caring where I'm running, just walking through, watching chat, and it's going pretty well. The rest of the build still is pretty much the same. These are just 2 variations or 2 changes I made to the build that felt very good, and I wanted to share before making a huge video. There will be a big video about this character in combination with the support, where I go into much more detail of how we interconnect the both characters and how they are working together. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you in the next one.